I hate to start this off with bad news, but unfortunately I have to. Ozzy Osbourne, of course one of the godfathers of heavy metal, creators of the genre, has unfortunately been forced to postpone all of his 2019 tour dates due to further complications with his issues with pneumonia, which he developed a couple of months back. It caused him to cancel a quite good amount of tour dates over in Europe, I believe, but they vowed that the North American shows for summer 2019 would continue to go on. And when I was looking at the condition, I guess that Ozzy was reported to have been in, because obviously I wasn't there, nobody here was there, but the reports were really, really bad, and I was really upset by these reports. One of the reports that I saw was that Ozzy wasn't even breathing on his own, and that he was using a machine, and that after about a week, he was finally able to breathe on his own, so that was considered a big win. And man, that fucks me up to even think about that, because I love Ozzy. I love Ozzy. Anybody that knows me knows I love Ozzy. And millions of people around the world love Ozzy. And I'm thinking, if an accomplishment for him at this point in his life, with how sick he's been, is to breathe on his own, maybe we should just forget about the tour. And you guys have to understand where I'm coming from with this, is that due to the fact that I actually love and appreciate Ozzy as a person, I think he's a bad motherfucker, and I value what he's done for the world and for culture, and for sparking ideas and thoughts. Even though he didn't write a lot of it, he delivered the vocals, and he was in the room working on this groundbreaking stuff, so I have a huge amount of respect for him. To the point where he's done so much of it, I don't feel owed anything from him anymore. You know what I mean? I don't even think I need anything more from Ozzy, because he's given us about 50 years of everything that he has. And people are going to say, oh, this is the last tour, Cassius, what's your problem? He's doing no more tours, this and that and the other thing. Listen, he's still joking around saying, I'm not going to retire after this. That's what we need to remember about Ozzy, is that he doesn't want to retire. Now, this is a double-edged sword here, because people are going to say, okay, if he doesn't want to retire, why are you telling him to? And that's where this becomes conflicting, is that I'm not saying he should retire because I want him to. I'm suggesting he retires for his own benefit, because I think he's seriously deteriorating his physical and mental health with the touring. And I don't think there's actually a need for it, for him at least. And that gives a perspective that he really does care about his fans. Unless it's the money, which I don't know. I don't know him. That's the thing. Doing these types of videos and doing commentary on people, I hate when people go into it acting as if they know. Like, I always want to make it known, I don't know these people. This is simply one person's perspective. But if he isn't doing it for the money, which I'm not sure why he would be, unless he's trying to make a really stable foundation for his family after he's passed, which I hate to think about, he's doing it for the fans. So that's something to consider. There's another quote tied into this from Ozzy that also adds on to what I'm saying. This is supposedly from him. Again, I don't know if this is from him. This could be from Sharon. But this to me sounds like Ozzy's type of language. It says, I can't believe I have to reschedule more tour dates. Words cannot express how frustrated, angry, and depressed I am not being able to tour right now. I'm grateful for the love and support I'm getting from my family, my band, friends, and fans. It's really what's keeping me going. So, that's the sad thing too. And here's the deal. I understand that side of the coin. I don't want Ozzy to retire and go home so he can feel 100% physically, when mentally and in his heart he's going to feel like shit because he can't get out and go on the road. It's a tough situation right now in 2019 in this era, facing the mortality of your rock and roll heroes. That's really, really the hardest thing. I'm watching it happen with a lot of different bands. And there are a lot of different bands that have stayed too long at the party. I'm not saying Ozzy. I saw Ozzy 4 times in recent years, and he blew my fucking mind every time. I was emotional in the crowd every time. Because I'm just that big of a fan. I'll admit it. I'm that big of a fan. But some of these guys have stayed too long at the party. And I'm not going to pay money to see one of them collapse on stage. Okay, because I feel like this is now the point that we're actually starting to get to. We're inching towards that point. So I offer this perspective as a 20-year-old metalhead and rock fan and music lover all around. Forget a genre. I'm a lover of music, a lover of performance art, and a lover of great creativity. I offer this perspective to the managers, to the people keeping these guys out on the road. Consider what you're doing, not only to them, but to the fans. Just consider it. I know that it's a business. I know that none of this has to do with fucking emotion or anything. That's what I understand as I learn more about this business. Everything is just a transaction and dollar signs. So if they can get Ozzy propped up and get him out on the stage next year, they know I'm going to be there, first of all. They know I'm going to be there. I'm making this video complaining. They know I'm still going to go. I'm going to pay $150 for a ticket, and they're going to go and make that money. So as I offer my perspective, I also want to add the other side of the coin, which is if you can do that and Ozzy feels good, do that shit. Because Ozzy's been getting his since he was fucking 18. Ozzy knows how to get his. And he's going to stay getting his until the day he dies. But I don't want it to kill him. So I hope my point is well understood here. I love Ozzy. I want him to do whatever makes him happy. But don't kill yourself for us, because you've done enough for us. And we appreciate you.